Okay, so next we have Panama City Beach launches new program to reduce feral cat population. And how are we doing that? Let's find out. Let's see. Stray cats have been a serious problem, just like a lot of places. But what are we doing? Beach council members allocated $40,000 in this year's budget to develop a spay-neuter pilot program. The project provides $50 vouchers to residents for Operation Spay Bay to spay or neuter stray cats. That's awesome. The goal is to reduce the amount of outside kitties that we have in Bay County, reduce the breed, and reduce the amount of diseases. That is phenomenal. It can add up to as many as 1,200 kittens in a year traced back to a single female cat. Spay Bay's existing trap, neuter, and return program covers its own costs. That's so cool. So basically what they're doing is they took this allocated $40,000, turned it into a bunch of $50 vouchers, and so now anybody can go and get these cats, bring them in, and have them TNR'd at no cost. That's so cool. One voucher covers the cost of one cat. Beach residents are limited to 5 vouchers each. Qualified nonprofit organizations are limited to 20 vouchers at a time. The vouchers are not valid for domestic cats. Okay, gotcha. So it has to be a cat that is brought in a feral trap. Panama City Beach Pilot program will cover the cost of 800, you guys. When you think about that, seriously, think about this. So gestation period for a cat that's pregnant is like roughly about 2 months, give or take. Okay, that just depends because it's always going to vary. So when you figure, let's just pretend you've got one female that goes into heat in, say, February, because usually heat time goes from February until I think it's October. Okay, not October. Hang on, February to November. Yeah, because see, okay, so like in my house, we don't have any cats that were born in November, December, January, or February, or March. There's a span of time where I don't have any cats that were born in those times because of the cycle of the cats going into heat. Now, female cats can be in heat for the entire year and never actually take a break. But let's just go with just statistics, right? So statistically speaking, let's say there's an 8-month heat cycle, right, that they go through every year. If an outdoor cat, because they get impregnated by multiple males instead of just one, and their average litter is, say, 6 kittens, and one female is giving birth, let's say she's going through 2 months, giving birth, getting pregnant right away, 2 months, giving birth, that's 4 litters. That's like 24, that can be like 24, give or take. But realistically, 24 kittens born each year to one female. And if they're giving people the ability to fix 800 cats, and let's just say that they're all females. I mean, they're not going to be all females. Actually, let's go with statistics and say the average half and half. That's 400 females. You do the math. That's a lot of kittens that are now not going to be born into that lifestyle and that, that basically that death sentence.
Yeah, that was a great article to find. It's actually down here in Florida, and they said that if the pilot program that they're running is successful, they are going to consider expanding it. So maybe, I don't know if that means more areas or who knows, expanding more funding, but more vouchers, I would guess. Yeah.
That's super cool. Well, I mean, yeah, because if it is successful, then they would have to expand outward, because if it's successful, that means that the area that they're concentrated
in
is reduced by enough to where they'd have to start expanding out and adding additional areas, which I think is phenomenal. That's I think it's difficult it's going to be difficult to find the one size fits all solution to the problem, but to see so many areas, whether it's here or across, abroad, it's so cool to see so many different cities, countries, continents that are getting involved and finding ways to try to help the problem, besides the horrible answer that we'll get into later.